Good morning, adventure travellers. Okay, it's just before 8 AM and just leaving the Fave Hotel in PAMANUKAN, and pretty relatively nice place. Now got what I thought was a 6-hour ride. Now Google's telling me it's six and a half hours. To give that some perspective, 5 hours in these conditions, you know, plus stops, is a real grind. So six and a half hours. That's why I've tried to get on the road at a relatively early hour. Could be finishing up sort of 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon, and that's a long day. So in for a pretty rough day, and yeah, just have to chip away at it. Excuse me if I've been wearing out these sayings such as grind away and chip away, but it's the only words I've got to explain it. Anyway, relatively nice hotel in what I can only describe as a pretty nasty little town. Look at it. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. So I'll give you a bit of a, I mean, it's not that much different from any of the other places that I've showed you, but yeah, it's weird that they've got this, wouldn't call it a luxury hotel, but quite a nice modern hotel in this pretty basic, some abandoned building there, pretty basic town. And anyway, it's not for me to understand, but it's just for me to keep moving through and just be thankful that you know, live in a place like New Zealand, and it's a place that I can call home. Oh, I've got some goats there. First order of the day is get some fuel, so do that and then I can start the trip in earnest. Oh boy, just had a fun little moment just crossing a bridge, and there was nothing on the road, or I mean, it was a pretty crappy road, but there was nothing in particular, and I was probably because I was going slow, lost my balance, dropped the bike, went down, hit my helmet on the ground. Nothing too hard, didn't hurt myself, but there was petrol pissing out of the petrol tank, and it was a busy old intersection, and anyway, 2 or 3 guys rushed up and picked up the bike, and then we had to get it out of the way of the traffic, but the bike started straight away, and I'm not injured, so happy days. It was the best possible outcome if you're going to drop the bike. So I did land on a guy behind me, but just his front wheel, and there was no damage and no injury. So, whew, yeah, fun times at Ridgemont High. On we go. Okay, I'm on some sort of flyover on the way out of Jakarta, and it's jammed as usual. Just thought I'd give you guys a little look-see. Got a bit of elevation there. There's a mosque straight ahead, surprise surprise. And yeah, Boy, it's been a long day. It's about 3 o'clock, so been on the road 7 hours. I've had a few brief breaks, but nothing substantial. And there's some terraced looking buildings, the Honda, and yeah, I'm just trying to get out of Jakarta after making a colossal mistake of going through it, and that'll be a massive achievement for the day if I can clear Jakarta city. Back to it. Now here's a picturesque scene. Going beside the river, it might all be awful and polluted, but we got some nice canopy trees taking us alongside the river, just for a short spell. Well, I've been so focused on getting out of Jakarta that I chose a town with no hotels. I thought I'd found a homestay or a guest house, but didn't seem to be the case. So I've decided to push on to the original destination. That was going to take 6.5 hours or something or other, Cilegon, and it's about an hour and a quarter away. So I'll probably be riding through a little bit of darkness, but that's okay. It's out in the countryside and it's not a whole lot of traffic on the road, so it looks like country riding for the next hour and a quarter. And yep, as I've been saying, just chip away. Okay, it's just before 8 p.m, so exactly 12 hours since I hit the road. I think I hit the road at 10 to 8 this morning. Found a half decent hotel in Cilegon. It's a little bit outside my $50 a night, but beggars can't be choosers. Apparently it's 4-star, but the bathroom's definitely 2-star. But anyway, I'm absolutely shot, and yeah, I'm gonna have to have a day off the bike pretty soon. If not tomorrow, then the next day. But that's it for today. I'm gonna clean up, have some food, and crash. Thanks for watching. Seems like I've been off the bike a long time. 2 days ago I spent 11.5 hours pushing through the craziness of Jakarta, and just had, yeah, a massive challenging day, and then you just have a day off and it feels like you haven't been on the bike for a week. So anyway, it's just one of the things that you deal with. We're off to the ferry this morning, and looking forward to the 3-hour ferry ride to Sumatra, then getting back on the road. Talk about it. Longer. If I stay here, won't you listen? Eat your heart out, Rod Stewart. Alrighty, I'm here at the port, waiting for the ferry. Man, what a palaver getting a ticket. Had to talk to some guy who talked to some girl who was on her phone with a bad connection. Wasn't just a matter of going to the ticket office and giving some money and getting a ticket. Anyway, as with these things in the developing world, you get there in the end. Now I'm just waiting to jump on the ferry. There's all the trucks lined up. Here's the cars lined up. And it's the blue sea. Hopefully won't be hanging around here for too long. Okay, the ferry ride's only taken an hour. I was expecting it to take 3. So we'll be off the boat before midday, and that leaves me with the decision whether to push on a bit further. Some little islands, and there's the port up there. Okay, I'm about 10 minutes off the ferry, and wow, I don't want to jinx myself because we're 1 day of 8 days of riding and I'm 10 minutes into it, but this is the kind of riding that I want to be doing. I mean, there's still other people on the road, which is good. It means you're not too far out in the wop-wops, but you're not stuck in traffic and grinding it out in the heat. It's not even too bad actually, and maybe it's just because I've got a bit of speed and there's a bit of wind going past me, but it doesn't seem too hot. And yeah, I don't imagine it'll be like this for the whole 8 days, but holy cow, this is, look at that. Look at that green vista, look at that road ahead. It's just like, oh man, the last 4 days of hell riding, there's been nothing like this in a total of 4 days. And now Sumatra has laid it on, and I hope it keeps delivering. Keep your fingers crossed, I'll let you know. Well, we're in the thick of it. Look at that up there, misty jungle. It's got a little bit more industrial in parts, but by and large, these roads compared to Java, look at that. A little bit of traffic, but nice wide roads. I think I got a bit optimistic at the beginning of the day when I got off the ferry. More shithole towns with shacks. One thing I'll say though is not as much rubbish. So one slightly redeeming feature, but depressing towns. Anyway, not far to the hotel. I'm going to have a relatively early finish to the day, around about 2:30ish. Okay, so we're at the southern tip of Sumatra now in Bandar Lampung. As you saw, the day started off beautifully with open roads, beautiful weather, but unfortunately after an hour or so it returned to type of pretty nasty towns and environments. But anyway, 8 more days on the road, and hopefully we'll have some great roads and great weather. And at least we've got no more massive cities like Jakarta. If you'd like to know more about the ride from New Zealand to Ireland, go to twowheelstoeverywhere.com. As you probably know, I'm raising money for the IHC, which is the organisation that looks after the intellectually disabled community in New Zealand. If you'd like to know more about the IHC, please go to ihc.org.nz. And if you're enjoying the journey and the videos, please consider donating. That can be done at my Give a Little page. All the links are in the description below, and the money goes directly from Give a Little to the IHC. By now you know the drill. If you enjoyed this video, give it the big thumbs up. If you want to see more, subscribe and hit the bell. And if you want to support the channel, what do you do to support the channel? You share it with family and friends. That's what you do. And talk to me. Give me some comments. Give me some feedback in the comments below, because I love to interact with you guys and have a chat, and also helps improve the channel. So let me know what you'd like to see, and any improvements you think I can make. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, travel safe, and I will see you on the road. Ciao for now.